Hi, how are? Hey everyone, hello on Creator. It's good to be back. Good to see you guys here. Hey, hi Simran. Seeing you after a long time, I guess. Where were you? It's so good to have you. Thanks for joining. And do I have one of my creator friend here to help me toggle on because I'm already on restream and I'm figuring out. Okay, looks like probably it is started. Okay. Hi Simran, hi Kajal, hi Neha, hi Nasira, hi Jashan, and hi Simran again. So good to see you all, guys. Hey, thanks for joining. And today is going to be an interesting session because I am going to tell you exactly how I started my NFT journey. And I hope you can learn a lot of things from my journey and you will get an idea of how your NFT journey should begin. Hey Manpreet, hi. Thanks for being excited. I'm so happy to have you here. So guys, I want to know how much do you guys already know about NFT? Do you have any idea of what NFT is? Or this is your first ever stream to get exposed to NFTs? Or you have a little idea and you want to begin and you're here to understand why and how you should start. So I want to understand your whys, your intent of joining this stream today. So why did you join this stream today? Why did the topic how to start your NFT journey excited you in a way that you felt that you are wanting to take away from this event is what I need to understand so that I'll make sure that I can cover all that you guys need to understand in the most easiest and the convenient time frame possible. Cool. So Neha says yes. Simran says yep. All thanks to your last few streams. I'm so glad. I'm so glad, Simran, that you saw my streams and you understood something from them. Thank you so much for that lovely comment. Uh, Neha says, "Cause I missed your energy in my life." Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Neha. It's actually, guys. I'll tell you something what happened to me today. So today, if you know, I live in Chennai, and Chennai had something very exciting in these days, which is there's going to be an international chess Olympiad that Chennai is going to be hosting, and because Chennai is hosting a international Olympiad, we have a very famous Napier's Bridge here, which has actually turned into like a chessboard. So they converted the entire Napier Bridge to look like a chessboard, which is very interesting. And I got an assignment to shoot for an a dance video for an American organization, and that was what I was doing the entire day. I just came home few minutes ago, and I was like, okay, I have my creative friends waiting for me, and I can't get back and come back to them. Why I'm saying this is because when Neha said that she missed my energy in her life, I actually get energized when I see you all, and nothing energizes me more than meeting you all. So thank you, means a lot for you all joining in. Thank you once again. Neha also says also to see if any new projects are coming up that you're interested in. For sure, we would talk about them. Justin, I know what NFTs are, but there is always something new to learn here. That's so sweet of you, Justin. Thank you for those sweet words. Cool. Okay, so I understand that a lot of people here know about NFTs, but you know, uh, my question now to you would be, have any of you ever bought an NFT? Have you ever bought an NFT, sold an NFT, created an NFT? If yes, what have you done? Have you bought an NFT? Have you created an NFT? Have you sold an NFT? Let me know in the comments. And Krishna says, hello. Hi, Krishna. So good to have you again. Thank you for joining. So Simran says, I just get some NFTs from my friends. That's awesome, Simran. You have some great friends, and I think we should have friends like you as well. Let us know if any of your friend is, like an artist and they are doing some amazing drops. Let us know in the comments, and if it is something interesting for us in general, we would definitely have to have a look in it and maybe possibly even buy. Neha says she brought some Solana NFTs. That's awesome. How has the ride been, Neha, with the Solana NFTs? Because I hear the market is going a lot up and down, especially with Solana NFTs. How has it been for you, Neha? I'm really curious to understand. Jashan says, I bought some NFTs back in 2021. That's awesome, Jashan. So what, where are they standing now in the bear market? Were you able to flip some? Was your intent ever to flip an NFT, or you always wanted to hodl them? And how have the profits been? 2021 versus 2022 is something interesting I would like to know from you, Jashan. The prices have not soared as high as I would wanted it to. Can you name few of your NFTs? If for example, let's see if we and the audience know what those NFTs are, and possibly, we can understand how this journey went about. Like, cool, that's so awesome, guys. You guys are such a pro. Claps for you all for being so great with NFTs. So I'll tell you how I started back in NFTs in 2021. But before that, did you guys know my background is not crypto, and my background has always been a scientist. I'm a cancer research scientist from MIT, Harvard, and I have my own wellness entrepreneur business, which I'm doing from last 7 years. So with a completely different base of science, education, biotechnology, and all the other things, cancer, body, and everything. It was in 2020 lockdown that I figured out, that although my product was in a lot of demand, but because I was in a red zone and I was not able to send my products anywhere. I was literally in a place where, I would do all the things that people would do in a lockdown, but it was not me. I wanted to do something new. And much fortunately, it was the same time when India's Supreme Court on March 4th, 2020, came up with a decision that any Indian can now buy, sell, and trade in cryptocurrency, which was sort of illegal for the last 2 years, but it became legal with that Supreme Court's decision. And I was very glad that happened, because only because of that decision I got back into crypto, and I was like, okay, now I'm going to learn crypto. But I did this with a little difference, and that difference was, while I was learning crypto, I was actually teaching people. So teaching thing has been from a very long time. And in 2020, I was taking Zoom for over, like 100, 200 people every day for 6 months continuously, where I had people coming, like 100, 200 people coming in front of me, and I would tell them what blockchain is, what crypto is, why they should get interested in this. And then I used to take technical classes where I used to make people make a wallet, and then how they should do transactions in a wallet, what are the things they should know, like say for example gas price and stuff and everything. So all the technical stuff, and I got to learn so much because I was actually teaching, and I people asked me questions, and I used to find out on the internet. Because in 2020, back in 2020, you did not have ideal, you did not have a one stop location on the internet where you could go and learn everything about web3. We have now, but we didn't have back then. So it was a lot of research and teaching, which brought me to another opportunity of becoming a WazirX warrior, where I got associated with WazirX, and I was meeting a lot of people who were interested in educating people about crypto, who have been in crypto for a long time, few from 2016, few from 2018, few even earlier. So that gave me a high sense of network and gave me an idea of, how people are so passionate about teaching something which is unique, something which is futuristic. And because when something is new, there are likely that, there are a lot of scams that can happen around. And that is the reason why we need more and more educators to explain that particular niche technology to people. And that's what we were doing, and we were so blessed to be a part of such amazing community. And at that same time, I got an opportunity. If you know Nas Daily, he's one of the famous bloggers who started 1 minute short videos back in 2017, around when 1 minute videos were not even trending. So he started from Facebook, and one fine day I was just sitting around and I was wondering, now what new can I do? How can I reach more and more people by educating them in crypto? And that's when this opportunity came on a fine morning. I was just scrolling through my Facebook, and I saw this video where he said, where he interviewed one of the richest man from India, who was richest then, because he spent 525 crores buying an NFT. That was my first ever, a touch base with understanding, okay, there is something like NFTs, which happens to have some connection with crypto. And this particular thing got too much mainstream after a person from India, originally from India, no more an Indian now, Vignesh Sundaresan, whose name is now Metakovan, actually bought a digital collage of 5,000 art pieces together made by people and spent 525 crores doing it. And the whole world went crazy. And they were like, what is up with the world? Why would someone spend 525 crores in buying an image that you could literally just see on your cell phone? I mean, if you had to do a Google search and just type Beeple's everyday 5,000 days, you could see the collage on Google Images, a very good HD image, and you could download it, screenshot it, and you can have it for yourself. Why would someone pay 525 crores? And that's when this opportunity came in, when he was like, hey guys, I am along with Metakovan, the name, the alias which Vignesh Sundaresan uses, Metakovan. I, along with Metakovan, are announcing the I means Nas Daily, Nusair. Nusair from Nas Daily and Metakovan from Metaverse both came together to announce the first ever crypto fellowship program that the world has ever seen. So, Metaverse being the largest NFT fund, because they recently bought this amazing $69.5 million spent on this NFT. And Nas Daily being a great content creator, having his own academy where he teaches other people to become content creators. So they were like, okay, I'm a content creator. I want more people to understand NFTs. Let's bring both of these together and hunt for content creators who can who can, around their own countries, around their own people, educate more and more people about crypto, NFTs, and metaverse. And I thought, okay, I have been doing this for a year now, but I think this is an opportunity I should try. And to my surprise, there were 7,500 people who applied for this. And they said that they would only select 70. And I was like, I didn't know if I would be someone who would get selected. So, what was their question? Their question was not just a normal, ordinary application form, but to make a 1 minute video and put it on our own social media channels, where we submit it to them saying that this is our 1 minute video where we explain who we are, why we love crypto, and what has been our journey in crypto, and do we have any background in content creation. So I made a 1 minute video, which actually became a 1 minute 15 seconds video, because I'm someone who loves, I mean, 1 minute का बोलो तो मैं 2 मिनट का बना ही देती हूँ. That's how I am usually. So I mean, I'm like that with my streams also, right? Usually people take a half an hour stream and I just go with the flow with all you guys, and I just keep saying before I realize it's been 1.5 hours already since I started speaking. Okay, so now what happened? There was this 1 minute video I made, 1 minute 20 seconds video I made, and after I put that out, to my surprise, I was in the top 125 people who got selected for the second round of interview. So it was not done yet. We were 125 people shortlisted based on our videos, and then we had a quick interview, which was very interesting because I never in my life have seen 5 minute interviews. Have you guys ever been to a 5 minute interview where within 5 minutes, you just get on a Zoom call, and within 5 minutes you have straight to the point conversation, and in 5 minutes the other person is able to judge your passion for something that you're representing. And I was too nervous. I mean, I had one of the amazing persons, Belik from Nas Academy, interview me, and within 5 minutes, before I could understand what happened, the interview was over. And I was like, oh my god, I don't know if I'm going to get through. But another 1 and 2 weeks, and by the end of May 2021, I got this news that I was selected in the top 70. I was so damn excited. And later, when we started our course, is when I figured out that from India I'm the only female who got selected. So that also added to being, I mean, that added one more reason to be happy for being at a very good place. And I got to have, like, 70 amazing people from 20 plus countries. And that's where, I mean, first, we were told that you are the 70 people who are selected. You will go through a 1 month of a scholarship, a fellowship program, where we will teach you about content creation and stuff like that. And in this process, you will create 3 videos: one on crypto, one on NFT, one on metaverse. And after doing that, you will be selected for a paid internship where only 50 people will be selected. And in the first week, I used to be like, oh my god, there is someone working from Instagram, who works in Instagram and is a part of this program. And then I would see there is a person who has her own crypto company in Malaysia. And then I would see there's a pilot, there's a female pilot from Philippines who's there in the part of the program. And I would see some great music producers from Mumbai who work closely to people in Bollywood. They were there a part of program. People who've been great, video producers, cameras, photographers. Oh my god, it was such a diverse audience. I mean, it was such a diverse group. I felt like, oh my god, where am I standing in front of all of these? And in the first week, when we submitted our first video, which was about our own crypto journey in 1 minute, that's when I saw others work, I realized, oh my god, these are such talented people. And in the first, you have that feeling that, oh my god, these are all my competitors, not my friends, but my competitors. I have to compete against them because I have to be in the top 50, so I cannot take this lightly. Oh my god, this guy is creating good, that girl is creating good, so all of my competitors. But over the period of time, in 1 week itself, I realized that these are not my competitors, but amazing friends I can make, and I can learn from them. And then, since then on, apart from whatever classes NAS Academy taught us, we had made our own Friday version of classes, where we used to meet all 70 of us used to come on a Zoom call, and one of us would take initiative that, okay, today I'm going to teach what I am expert at, and I'll help you all learn this thing. So, I mean, it was such an amazing feeling once you start seeing your competitors as your friends, and you don't feel like they are a threat anymore, because you cultivate this feeling of learning from people rather than competing with them. It was such a surreal feeling, I tell you. I learned so much in my life, what I couldn't have learned if I was doing if I was just if I was randomly watching a YouTube session, or if I was going through, any course. I wouldn't have learned so much, how much I learned with just these 70 people sharing their expertise. And doing that again and again for months together, we realized that, whatever that person has achieved in span of, like 10 years of his profession, 20 years of his profession, when they are able to come and give the best of their teachings, is when you learn 20 years of their practice in just 1 hour. And we used to have Zoom sessions that used to start by 6:30 and used to end by 4:30 a.m, okay, which means night. So we used to all sit together and learn so much from each other. It was such amazing feeling. That's when I actually understood the power of a community. Because it was not important what, I mean, like, it was definitely a great thing that I got selected in an amazing program. I was the only Indian female representing in that entire program, and it was a scholarship. Everything was great. But that's when you realize the power of community. When you realize that, these amazing 70 people coming from 20 plus countries, if I was not a part of this program, and if I had to go separately visit each country and by chance meet these amazing people, it would have taken me 70 years to make friends with these 70 amazing people. And that's when I realized that, this grading, these selection, this power of, going through and selecting the best 70 people actually has helped me making 69 amazing friends from all over the world, where I learn from them. I as well teach them because I had my background with crypto and I was teaching that from last 1 year. I was able to teach them what wallets are, how to save in crypto transactions, how not to feel overwhelmed in Web3, because a lot of people were new to crypto. And I would find it so amazing that, I was able to contribute in making them learn something. So that's when we first began our journey, and that's when I realized exactly what power of community means. Why I'm saying all this is because this is all related to why we are here today, and that is why we are talking about NFTs. And if you have already been into NFTs, you know that NFTs सबसे बड़ा part, the सबसे important part which drives even the price of an NFT, which drives an NFT project, is always a community in itself. And that's why this is the most important point. Although I did not get my first ever community through an NFT, but I understood the power of a community through this fellowship that I was a part of, actually. Okay. Now what happens? So the day came when all of our videos were graded. Actually, in the mid, I would just like to give one information which is very close to my heart, and which is the third video we made. So we had this ritual. Whoever makes a video, the 70 videos every week, right? One video on crypto, one video on NFT, and the last video was on metaverse. So we were like, okay, you have to present a video, and after you give your video in the weekend, the tutors, the trainers, the mentors we had, they would judge our video, and the best video in the class would get a creator t-shirt from NAS Academy, which certainly is not available. So if you want to be a creator, you just go on NAS Academy and say, I want to buy this creator t-shirt. You wouldn't get that. It would only, it cannot be bought. It can only be earned. And I was, I had this thing in my mind. I really want to have this. I really want to have this. My first video, I didn't get. Second video, I didn't get. And Metaverse was the only video left to get. And that was my only chance. And I was like, I do anything, but I get this creator t-shirt. I spent sleepless nights creating that content around Metaverse. And finally it happened. That moment when, Stephanos came in and he was like, Yashika, yours was the best video and you get a creator t-shirt. I think that was my best moment in that entire journey, which I really loved, and it's still close to my heart. Still gives me goosebumps. So there came a time where 50 of us got selected, and I was fortunately one of those 50. So first month we were creating crypto content, and it was very much usual for me because I had always been into crypto. So it was easier for me to create crypto content around. There was one content I created in crypto which was unusual for me, which was mining. So for people who have a little interest in crypto mining but have no idea how mining has to happen, have no idea on how much is the budget required, what things you should buy, and how you should set it up with software, hardware, and everything. I literally went all the way from Chennai to Gurgaon to meet a friend who was doing mining since 2016. And then I met him, I interviewed him, and I got the entire process and I made a video around it, which was again something unusual I did. The second month came and we were told that you have to make NFT content. And we thought, okay, probably NFT is 6 videos. And next we will make, the third month we'll make metaverse videos, which will be easier. But they said, no, you have to make NFT videos for next 2 months, which means we had to make 12 videos on NFTs, each for a minimum of 3 minutes. And that's when you realize, oh boy, this is when you exactly need to understand NFTs. You need to get inside NFTs to feel it, to understand what you can tell people. So the month of September came. I was supposed to submit 6 videos of NFT in that month. And it was about 20 days gone. And in 20 days, I did not create one single script. I did not create any one video. But what I was doing, I was ardently going through communities, meeting different people in NFTs, and I was talking to them. I was understanding what their perspective is of NFTs. I was learning from different people. I was going to Zoom rooms for about 8 to 10 hours a day, and I was being there with people and understanding what NFTs are. I would as well go to the limit because that time Clubhouse was very famous. So I used to go to Clubhouse, and then I used to stay there for hours together and learn from NFT projects from all over the world. They would talk about their own NFTs. It would be a general NFT discussion. where, people from all over the world would gather and they would talk about their NFTs. I would tell what my experiences and stuff like that. And that 20 days was only knowledge taking time for me, not creating scripts, but knowledge taking time. And in that, of all the knowledge that I created, I learned so much that, exactly, I can show you my script. I started writing for my first NFT video, and I realized that that one single script could have been broken into 10 different videos to show people that what NFTs are. Because my first ever myth with NFT was that if I am not an artist and if I have no interest in art, I can do nothing in NFTs. And that was the first myth I ever had with NFTs. And that's when I realized, after doing all of this homework and research, that you don't have to be an artist, or you don't have to be someone who knows art or someone who appreciates art, but still be a part of the NFT movement. And that's when I decided that, whatever myths I have to bust that. And then I created a 6-part video series where I created 16 use cases of NFTs beyond art. And that was a hit. I mean, why I say it was a hit, because I recently received a comment from someone in Pakistan saying that, your content on NFTs is so amazing that we haven't seen such content otherwise. But we request you to make your videos in Hindi so that we can understand better. I understand what he had to say, but because I was working with an international platform, I had to be English. But it was very heartening, and I loved the sort of love I got on my comment. So the thing was that that's exactly when I realized, okay, this is NFT and this is how I can make a video about it. But does it stop there? The next month, when I had some 25 ideas now where I can script and I can create videos on. But that's when I realized that, just creating a video or talking about NFTs to people while not buying one yourself would be something that is like, you are lying. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to your conscience yourself, because you're doing something you haven't even bought it. You're talking about something you haven't experienced your own self. And that's when, in the second month, I realized that, in order to teach people about NFTs, I should myself get into NFTs. Because it is one thing to learn about NFTs, it is one thing to come on live streams like this and understand what NFTs are. But it is a different level of game when you get inside buying NFTs. I'm sure the people here who said that they already have NFTs with them are the people who have experienced, I could say, like hundreds of emotions in that moment before they decided clicking on that buy button, when they were like, okay, I'm spending a significant amount of money in order to buy this NFT. What is the research that has gone behind it? What is the anticipation? They were like, one of the person said that I wanted to buy that NFT. I bought it in 2021. I think Justin said that 2021 he bought those NFTs, but 2020 he had a certain expectation that, this is a great project, it's a hype project. I would be able to earn so much out of it. But in 2022, that's not the case. But he's not regretting it. He's happy that he bought them. But the point is that until and unless you experience this yourself, you would literally never be able to understand any of the things that, I mean, learning theory is all thing different, but doing it practically is a different field altogether. And I'm sure all the people here would definitely realize that. And all the people who've bought NFTs, do you feel the same way? Do you feel that, exactly, yes, we went through hell lot of emotions while we were clicking that buy button, and still, whenever you open your OpenSea or you open your wallet to just see where your NFT is standing right now, what is the amount it has gone to, is it good enough time to flip, should we hold, if the entire price you bought at, that price is long gone and now it is dipping, and now you don't know if you need to keep that NFT with you, or just get out of that NFT. You have no idea. I just can't tell. This is like hundreds and thousands of emotions that come all together. And that happens only when you practically get inside it. So that's when I bought my first ever NFT, and I was so glad that my first ever NFT was from my own friend's collection. He was one of the top 50 people. They were a couple, Mustafa and Rida, living in Vancouver, Canada. And these guys always had this dream of creating NFTs. They already launched their version 1, which became an instant hit. Within 15 days, their collection of 888 NFTs was all sold out. And that's when I FOMO'd. I was like, oh my God, this amazing collection was right in front of my eyes, because they were classmates. They first pitched it to us and then went it out to the world. So that delay of buying that NFT from them costed me too much. And I was so glad that within the next month they had their version 2 launching, and this time it was 8,888. And that's when I entered, and I was like, no, this time I won't miss this opportunity for anything else. And instead of buying one, I bought two NFTs. And there are certain tips and tricks. By say for example, if you're getting into a project, and this is just a tip, okay, this is not a financial advice, it's a tip. The tip would be that if at all ever you getting into a project where you know that this is going to be amazing, this could give you quick returns, or not just say quick returns, but you're in it for flipping an NFT, for example. Flipping an NFT means that you buy it at a lower cost and sell it at a higher price. So that is flipping. So if you're getting into an NFT for flipping, in case, it's always better to buy two NFTs. Why? Because say for example, one NFT was costing you zero point 0.1 ether, and you bought two NFTs with zero point 0.2 ether and some gas fees. Say, so I'm assuming your total must have been like 0.24 ether spent in buying those two NFTs. Now if this collection is a hit, and in certain days or weeks you would see this collection going up. Say for example, the floor price just went on to say 1 ether, for example. Now if this sort of situation happens, if you were left with one NFT, if you had just bought one NFT, what would happen? You would feel like, okay, now this is 10x my price, and I think this is enough. I don't know if it would rise further or it would tank, so let me just buy. And at that moment, if you just enter and hit buy, and for example, 2 days or 5 days or few days and months later, you realize that that NFT's floor price went to 100 ether, how would you feel? You would feel terrible. You would feel like, why did I sell it on 1 ETH? Why did I sell it on 1 ETH? Why did not I have that conviction to hold that NFT? That's exactly when you realize that this trick works. How? So if you had two NFTs, you could have sold one so that you got all the amount that you spent on that NFT, all the amount that you invested, you got back along with good profitable returns. Say for example, you had two NFTs, one you sold at 1 ether, you got back all that you invested in, and you got some profit as well. Good thing for you. Now you have another NFT to back you up in case tomorrow the value rises up from 1 ether, and then you can decide, like, if you want to keep that NFT, if you want to sell that NFT or whatever. So now this strategy helps you in getting into good projects, and not even getting out of them, but do this only if you have conviction. And again, this is not a financial advice, this is just a tip that could help you once you enter a good NFT project. So this is what you can decide. So now, yes, so I got into this NFT project, I bought two NFTs. And then after that, this entire period of investing and learning about NFTs, I realized that Hello, 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 hello. No? Wait. I guess charge ran out. Hey, hi, hello, 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 hi. Can you guys hear me? Oh fuck, I've been on mute like 4 minutes. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I think I did hear that my charge ran out on my AirPods, but I didn't actually see that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. What was the last thing you heard? I can go back and talk about it again. I'm so sorry about it. What was the last thing you guys heard about it? I can go back. What was the last thing you heard, guys? Give me some cue so that I can go back and talk about it. Thank you, Kajal, Neha, Simran, Manpreet, for being so active and letting me know that my voice was not audible. Thank you for that. I actually forgot to read comments in the middle because I was so engrossed in talking to you all. Um, 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 Okay, Krishna says government is very resentful against crypto. Tell me about it, Krishna. I am literally like I'm so much done by seeing all these new things that keep coming up from the government about crypto. Yes, they've been very strict, and that's the reason a lot of amazing people, amazing thought leaders from India have already left India. I hope government takes a lesson from this and gets back to make us a better place for us, or else we would all be forced, because pushing against a technological innovation like this would definitely push India back, where India is one of the highest, I mean, one of the top 10 users, where a lot of crypto users are there in the country. So definitely it's a problem. Nasira Almas just follow. Thank you, Nasira. Means a lot. Thank you. Simran, hey Ashika, nice portrait on your wall. Thank you. That's my mom and dad painted from their photo. So thank you for that. Simran has always been that girl. Thank you. Neil Partha says hi. Jishan says power of Web3. Krishna, power of NFTs is their community. Certainly, Krishna. XBAYC. Krishna, are you an XBAYC? If you are, we should certainly do a live together and let other people know what it means to be a part of BAYC, because people who are not a BAYC owner, they just can give others examples of an amazing community, but a person like Krishna can definitely tell you, oh, he was just giving an example. Okay, you just got me excited for a while, Krishna. Anyways. Or you wish you were an ex-BAYC. I would say I think if I was in your position, I would remove that X. I would want to be a BAYC holder. And actually, that brings me to an amazing conversation. I was once in my hometown, which is in Rajasthan, which is a very remote area. I don't know if you guys know. It's called Ladnu, and it is in Nagaur district. And there was a very sort of a formal invitation to a DIG inspector of that area. The place I was staying with, the people I was staying with, had just invited over the DIG and his family. And it so happened that the son of this DIG was coming from USA. So he just finished his college. He was doing computer science course there, and he just came back on his holidays. So they just started having a casual conversation, and it soon changed to the father, the DIG, saying, I'm literally worried for my child because I don't know where he's spending money. He's spending money on monkeys. And that got my attention. I was like, spending money on monkeys? What are you talking about? And that's when I realized his son was a BAYC owner. Literally. So when this BAYC project launched, this guy, along with two of his friends, because they did not have all the money, three of them paired up to buy a Bored Ape Yacht Club. He told his mom that, Mom, I need these many thousand rupees. Can you send me? And she was like, Why do you need it? And he was like, I'm buying this NFT. And certainly because they did not understand what NFT is, what they saw in that NFT was just this monkey. And they were like, बंदरों की पिक्चर लेने के लिए क्या 50,000 रुपए we are not giving you any money. So the mother and the father outright rejected it, and they were like, oh my god. So now, I mean, so this guy also bought it. By some means he arranged the money and whatever, I don't know, but then this guy bought it and he never told his parents. And I just checked the price of BAYC at that time, and the floor price of BAYC at that moment was sitting at 121 ether, if I'm not wrong. If it was 121 ether, 121 or 84, in any of that. Okay, but way beyond. And that time ether was running at a very good price. So I went back to uncle and I said, uncle, are you talking about this image? And uncle was like, yes, this bandar ki image. Doesn't make sense to pay thousands for it. I was like, uncle, do you know that this bandar is worth 3 or 4 crores today? And your son has made you rich. आपने जिंदगी में जितना काम किया होगा, उसने बस ये बंदर की इमेज खरीद के उतने पैसे कमा लिए. And that person himself, the son himself, was shocked to know, because he forgot. He wasn't someone who would check. But then he got so excited and he was like, okay, I'm going back home and talking to my the fellows with which he bought that NFT, and he would decide what he would do about it. But that's when I realized, this generational gap, and how, making someone understand the technology is harder. But then I took the next 2 hours in explaining uncle why that NFT was important. And when he realized that, that few lakhs worth of monkey now became crore worth monkey, he actually became so interested that he sat around for next 2 hours understanding what that technology was. And he was like, I should better start listening to my son. That was just a perspective shift, like a 180-degree shift for him. And that son was like, I'm so glad I came to this dinner, that I could finally make my parents understand what I was doing with the money and everything. So yeah, because he just wrote about that BAYC, that got my attention. And I actually met a BAYC holder in my real life, guys, and it was worth it. Yeah, so I was talking about, I don't know what you guys heard last, but I think I was talking about, how in Web3 connections are the most important, and how you make the most awesome connections. So the first ever thing that I did during that times, then when I bought the NFT, I gave that tip and trick. I hope you guys were able to hear that. Whenever you buy an NFT, buy two NFTs together, just don't buy one. Because when you buy two, one, you can say, whenever you see there's a good price rise, you can sell one and cover all your investment cost. And whatever, when you have another one left, you can decide, say for example, if tomorrow the NFT price is higher for much more value, you will certainly have that amount with you. And I mean, you will not regret selling your another NFT. But if you had one, it would have been a difficult spot for you and you would regret it high time. So yeah, that was one tip that I wanted to give. Otherwise, what I wanted to tell was, in Web3, the most important thing to okay, it was just, I thought current went away. It's just my mom switching off the lights. Okay. So in Web3, the most important thing is, to be active on Twitter and Discord. These were the next two places that got me through and helped me meet some amazing people in the Web3 world. And there are some thought leaders that I follow on Twitter, and I literally have, like, all notifications on for them. Like, say, whenever they post anything, my Twitter notification rings in, and I'm the first person to check their tweet always. And these thought leaders, for example, are, one person is called Zeneca333. He is Zeneca, who has his own Zen Academy, which is a NFT project, and where he said that, anyone who buys my NFT would literally be handheld by him to make sure that, his process or his journey in this NFT world is safe and smooth. So that's an amazing thought leader, Zeneca. Second, and the best person I can ever tell you about NFT is Ben Yu. And I have had this privilege to meet Ben Yu in person. He's such a fantastic person with heart. And every time I meet him, every time I am in conversations with him, every time whatever comes out of his mouth is so valuable in NFT. literally it helps me get an amazing insight. So Ben Yu is the name of the person, but his Twitter handle goes with the name of Internex, which is INTENEX. So he also found his own project called Curious Addies. And you know how I got introduced to him? So I got introduced to him as a person who has spent $21 million in buying NFTs. So that was the first introduction I ever got of him. Imagine a person spending $21 million to buy NFTs, and then that person, after buying so many NFTs, after understanding the NFT world in and out, he made his own NFT project called the Curious Addies. Curious Addies Trading Club is the project actually, which is called CATC. And what he does is, you know, whenever you buy a Curious Addies, you actually get access to his courses. So he has done few NFT courses with Nas Academy, and if you are buying that NFT, you actually get free access to those courses. You don't have to pay for those courses, which are otherwise some around 35-40,000. You don't have to pay for them. So that's an amazing utility with Curious Addies. Also, what he's done is one amazing thing. He has created a platform. I think it's called curious.xyz. So if you have any doubts relating to crypto or NFTs, you just go there and type your doubts. This is specially for, I mean, this is a special service for what he gives to his own community members. But you go there and you type any question you have, within 24 to 48 hours, you will have an expert replying you on that and telling you what that means or to solve your query, which I think is an amazing utility that he has built, apart from all the best things that he does. So these are the two people that come in my mind. Definitely, I've started following Sandeep after I got to interview Sandeep, and this is also would go in, you know, power of communities. I was in Dubai in the NAS summit, where all the content creators from the world were there, and I was in the top 600 creators who got selected out of 15,000. So we were there, and there was one session of Sandeep Nelwal from Polygon. For guys who don't know, Polygon is one of the cryptocurrencies which has come from India. Polygon, now it is called Matic. I mean, earlier it was called Matic, now it's called Polygon. So, co-founder of Polygon, Sandeep Nelwal, was there in one of the sessions at NAS Summit. And amidst, you know, like after the session, there were about 100 people around him. I made such a sort of a elevator pitch to him that got him interested in giving us an interview. And that interview went for 2 hours in his personal workspace, where we were invited as creators to interview him. And we got some amazing insight into what Polygon is doing, and, you know, into how Sandeep has built this empire and entire thing. It was beyond amazing. So I also follow Sandeep on Twitter, and he keeps telling, you know, like amazing things. He's a person who retweets all the tweets that get to him, and then in those tweets you will get some amazing insights at times, which is going to be very interesting for the crypto world. So he is one amazing thought leader you can follow for crypto, especially. So these are the things. Being active on Twitter, of course, because, you know, it is the connections in the Web3 that matters a lot. I am a part of, I think, about some 10 to 15. They are international groups, they are local groups, there are national groups of crypto Web3 people. I am on groups with them on WhatsApp, on Telegram, on Discord, on Twitter also. And with the international group, the best thing is that, you know, I get to learn from so many people of other countries, you know, what they are thinking, how the trends are. Because you would see that in 2021 was the year of NFTs, and, you know, the entire world was talking about NFTs, but in India there were very few people who were talking or who were interested in knowing that. And now in 2022 we see a lot of Indians getting interested. So certainly when you are in touch with international group, you sort of sometimes get to know the trends earlier. So that is one good thing about being in international groups. When you are in national groups of Indian groups, you understand what are the events happening around in crypto, uh, anywhere. And if you happen to be there, because I'm a person who is, like, you know, more than 15 days of the month outside Chennai. So if I am around and I get to meet, I just put in those groups that, hey, I'm here, guys, anyone interested for a meetup. And I make sure that I meet some amazing people and I network with them, because web3 with connections, it becomes all the more interesting and brings you all the more opportunities when you are in web3, if you are deciding to get into web3, for sure. And the local groups have local meetups where we meet new people every time, every week, and that's when we strengthen our connections and we get to learn more from each other. One thing you would realize joining any web3 or NFT group, a good group, I mean, not a shitty spammy sort of a group, but a good group, is when you will go and you will understand that a lot of people are willing to teach, willing to help, willing to make you things, willing to make you understand things. And this spirit about Web3 is something amazing, which which has been something really different for me and unique for me in all this while of my life. Like, I've been a scientist, I've been into biotech, I've been into uh, professional anchoring, choreography. There are a range of people I meet, but Web3 people are awesome because everyone's building for a better future, and everyone's building to help each other, because we are all in this, and this space is so much new, so relatively new, that the more friends you have around, the more better and more easier this journey becomes for you. So certainly make sure to make friends while you are in this journey. Make sure to follow some amazing people who are not just influencers, who wouldn't just for a little money get you in a project and have a rug pull and then leave with the money. So follow good people who give you good advices, and get friends, make friends with people here. No one is a competitor here. Actually, we are all learning and we are all too early. And the more we get into this space, the more we're going to be rewarded for being in this space. And that is the best part of being in Web3. The more earlier you are, the more you will be rewarded in the future for being here. So I would like to personally congratulate each and everyone who's here in this stream, who has made it, who has shown interest of learning something new, like crypto or NFTs or metaverse, anything related to crypto or Web3. You've made an effort, and you are going to do awesome, because you are in a world, in a field where other people don't even know what NFT actually means. So, congratulations. And now I think it is time to go to some of the comments and see if I was asked something related. Um, Krishna says I would probably sell it to get some Gary friends. I think Gary friends, Gary V's projects are very amazing, and with what recently they did in their conference with the V Friends conference, it was amazing. I have few people who went to that V Friends conference, and they told me how amazing it was, how they got to spend time. And I had this question because that was an NFT bear market sort of a time where it just began, and I was like, was anybody worried that whatever NFTs they have bought, they are going down in value or something like that? And he was like, no, no person there was even talking about it, which meant it is that aura, it is that feeling, it is that vibe of those people who believe in something and they know that they are there for a purpose. And one great outcome, which he shared, my friend shared with me, he's from Dubai. He shared with me that uh, the future is going to be of utility NFTs. So it is no more that just create something and give it out and expect people to buy your NFTs. It is always, what utility are you giving? What is the value you're adding in the life of your customer who's going to buy your NFT? And if you have a project centered around that, be it a bear market, be it a bull market, you would sell and people would be interested, because you are focused on the community and you're not creating a cash grab sort of a project, but you're creating something to add value in lives of people. So I think that was one very important lesson which they had collectively, and I was lucky to understand what their lesson was because I was friends with people. So be friends with great people. Anyone and everyone in Web3 is going to teach you something or the other. Neha, I have seen kids earn more money than me by playing Dota. I tell you, seriously, Neha. I mean, the first time I realized this was, I told you, right? One of my friend in that people of 50 communities, she has her own crypto coin. She's from Malaysia. She has 5 kids, and the second kid of her, she was 9 year old. I'm talking about 2021 when their schools were not working and they had summer break. So these parents, because they are very crypto native, of course, because they have their own crypto company, they gave her $100 and told that this is your pocket money for your summer break, and do whatever you can with this. Instead of spending it somewhere, this little girl puts that $100 in a game, in a crypto play to earn blockchain game, and she makes $1,000 out of it in few weeks. And that was when I realized, I mean, we were born, I mean, we always had this thing in our mind that we need to have a degree, we need to have a job in order to get our first salary. But today, making money is not something that can be done only after you have a degree or only when you have a job. If you have the right skills, if you know where you should put your money, you can literally make something out of it. And that's something which is very important. And that's the beauty, that the kids these days are born in a crypto native world. It's not like us who has to learn, who has to go through all the things to understand where this future is going. These people are born with that. So imagine that, how easy it is going to be for them to do anything crypto, because they are already born in this world where crypto is. And they're very much, I mean, a 9-year-old kid making a MetaMask wallet, transferring uh, assets like, it was just a Google Pay transfer, something as simple as that. Even that's not simple for some, but yeah, she made it as simple as that. So I think that's the beauty of the future generation that's about to come. Okay, next. Also Telegram, that is like CXO, right? Simran, I didn't understand what was the CXO. Manpreet says, haha, yes, that is so cool. Who was the ex BAYC you met? What was the reason for selling the NFT? The ex BAYC I met was the son of that DIG. I just forgot his name. I'll just check my contact list. What was the reason for selling? He did not sell yet. As far as last I checked on him, he did not sell yet. So he's holding it. Um, can you suggest some communities or groups on Instagram or any other some platform that we can join for starting up our journey? Kajal, great question. First thing to do is I'm going to build my own community. So get in touch with me, because my plan is to, the great people that I get here on Creator, to start a community with all of you, where we, instead just coming on Creator, instead of this also, we can have one platform where we can talk to each other, where we can see each other. And say, for example, if I'm coming, say, in next week I'm traveling to Rajasthan, if any of you guys are around, probably we can also meet. So my idea is to create a group for people who are interested in technologies of Web3, who want to do something in Web3, and who want to connect with like-minded people. That's the idea of building this community. So stay tuned, we will make one community soon for ourselves. Kajal, because even after getting to know the importance of a community and social connections in NFT world, I'm still confused how to start this. I totally understand that, Kajal, and this is where I pitch this community in, and I'm sure that you will benefit out of this immensely. Neha says, no, for that. Krishna says thanks. Simran says all thanks to you. Kajal says thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Means so much. Means so much. Thank you. Neha says yes, anyone and everyone can make money in this day and age. So true. So true. Simran, CXOs basically gives access to a huge number of CXOs from different companies to have your doubts resolved within 20 minutes. Okay. So I think you're talking something related to curious.xyz. So yeah, curious.xyz is specifically for NFTs and for anything crypto. And they are doing some amazing job. I mean, they haven't ever delayed their replying more than 48 hours, which is an amazing thing, that you always know that you have some amazing people who are here to talk to you. So Simran, yes. Kajal thought same while commenting this about creating group with people from this session itself. Of course. Should we start one on WhatsApp? Shall we start one on WhatsApp? Let's do that. Let's do it. Thank you so much, Krishna. I have so many more things to share, but definitely for the next session. And if you guys have any suggestions for me, like say for example what our next streams could be about, please feel free to share those so that we can get in touch, and I'll make sure that I give what you want. Two updates. One is that I am having another session tomorrow, same 5:30 p.m., where I'm going to take you to crypto voxels. I am sure you have seen my earlier session on crypto voxels. If you haven't, it's going to be an amazing metaverse and you'll have fun, because that's the metaverse where you can fly. So make sure to connect yourselves as well. Last stream when I did, I had a guy called Chaitanya who was here, and he was around. He also joined me while I was streaming. He also joined me at crypto voxels, and we too had amazing fun. So I'm looking forward to have you all tomorrow as well on the stream and on crypto voxels, while we explore and have some amazing fun at crypto voxels, which is another type of metaverse. That is number one. Number two, recently a guy got in touch with me. He is from US, and I met him through NAS communities, power of communities. And that's where I realized that he has his dream of becoming an intern for a famous YouTuber called Kelly Wakasa. And when he went, he was selected out of so many people. He got one last final challenge, which was to trade a sticker for $10,000. Like, he just gave him a sticker and told him, I'm giving you this sticker. Within 1 week, make turn this into $10,000 and come back to me. And if you're able to do that, I'll make you my intern. So this man started his journey, met me at some fourth day of his journey, and he had already traded that for $2,300. मतलब उस sticker से उसने already $2,300 कमा लिए थे, which is $2,300 for us is going to be 80 around close to 2 lakhs from a sticker. Just imagine, in 4 days. So he did that, and he was like, I'm another $7,000 short. I'm looking for fundraising. That's when I gave him the idea of NFTs, and I helped him make his first NFT collection and launch it. And it has been great doing that for him. It was a great experience. I'm planning to call him on one of the lives so that you can go through his journey, understand the ups and downs that he has been through. He's still awaiting the decision from Kelly Wakasa. Let's hope that he gets in. But certainly it was an amazing journey, and I wish that it'll be something exciting, and we'll all have something to learn from that journey. So if you're excited, just drop a yes and yay so that I can make sure that I call him in next week, so that we have him around and we learn something from him around. So yes, this is how I am planning. If you have any suggestions for any streams to be done, let me know and we'll do it. And about the community, we'll just launch in the next stream. So don't forget to come in and we'll have some fun. Krishna, was a great session. Thank you so much, Krishna. Those are some great words, and those fuel me to come back with more. Simran, that was great. Looking forward to tomorrow already. I'm so glad, Simran. Looking forward to see you again. Neha, would love to be that guy's intern. Really? Neha, I think I spotted another Kelly Vakasa's fan. Okay. So, Kelly Vakasa's probably soon to be intern would be there in our next stream, and we'll have some fun. Thank you so much, guys, for such amazing comments and for being here and for believing in me. And thank you for coming again. We will continue to make you awesome in Web3 together. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Jashin, you're amazing, Ashika. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much, Jashin. Means a lot. Thank you for the great session. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, guys. Means so much to me. And if there's any feedback that you need to give me, you can connect to me on Creator or on my Instagram and LinkedIn. These are the two places I'm always available. Thank you so much, and bye-bye. Thank you. See you tomorrow, 5:30. Don't forget. 5:30 on Crypto Voxels. We're all meeting. Be ready with your MetaMask. Okay. Ta-da. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you. Have a great Friday. Bye.